Before we dive in, let me leave you with a truth that echoes across every chapter in human history. Nothing we are began in silence. Every civilization, every story, every ancestor left a trail of wisdom waiting to be rediscovered. What you are about to hear is a part of a legacy, preserved, decoded, and brought back to the forefront. I'm OG Mooney. Welcome to AI Legacy Lab.
Have you ever wondered where it all began? Not just civilization, but the very first chapter of the human story. Long before our ancestors crossed vast deserts, scaled towering mountains, or sailed across endless seas, the deepest roots of humanity were already taking hold. And they were forming in a place you might not expect, the southern regions of Africa. This wasn't just a random starting point. It was a cradle, a dynamic landscape where ancient populations lived, hunted, gathered, and survived through dramatic shifts in climate and terrain. Modern genetic studies have unlocked a profound secret hidden within our DNA. When scientists look at the genetic diversity of people around the world, they find something astonishing. The greatest variety, the richest tapestry of human DNA, is found right here in southern Africa. What does that mean? It means the branches of our entire species, every person on Earth today, converge back into communities who lived in this very region tens of thousands of years ago. It's like tracing a massive family tree back to its single sturdy trunk. Among these foundational groups were the San people. Their genetic lineages are some of the oldest ever discovered on our planet. They carry genetic markers that trace back further in time than any other known population. Think about that for a moment. In their DNA, they hold a living record of humanity's earliest days. This incredible genetic richness paints a picture of our distant past. It shows us that early humans didn't live in small, isolated pockets. Instead, they were part of large, connected networks, moving fluidly between lush river valleys, sweeping grasslands, and resource-rich coastal zones. Their lives were a constant dance with the environment. They adapted to climate shifts that dramatically shaped their survival. As the Earth warmed and cooled over millennia, these ancestors developed incredibly clever and unique strategies for finding food, creating shelter, and expressing their culture. They left behind clues for us to find, finely crafted stone tools, breathtaking rock art that still speaks to us across the ages, and even ancient footprints preserved in stone, whispering of their presence across the vast expanse of time. Scientists made a groundbreaking discovery when they started studying mitochondrial DNA, which is passed down from mother to child. They found that this and other genetic markers spread outward from these southern regions into the rest of Africa. It's like watching the tree of ancestry grow, with its roots firmly planted in the south, and its branches reaching up to connect all modern humans back to that same origin. This evidence fundamentally changed our understanding of human migration and our shared heritage. But this region wasn't just a birthplace of physical survival. It was a birthplace of culture. This is where early humans started developing the complex abilities that define us. They began to think symbolically, to tell stories, to develop early spiritual practices, and to figure out how to organize their families and communities. These social and cognitive innovations would echo down through the generations, shaping the future of humanity. As populations slowly expanded, they didn't just carry their genes with them. They carried a wealth of knowledge. They brought their skills in hunting and tracking, their understanding of medicinal plants, and their blueprints for social structure. These became the foundational building blocks that shaped the behavior of human societies everywhere. You could say that the challenging climates of southern Africa forced creativity upon our ancestors. Imagine facing severe droughts, sudden floods, and constantly changing landscapes. These pressures demanded innovation, resilience, and most importantly, cooperation. To survive, they had to work together, share information, and invent new solutions. Many scientists believe these environmental pressures played a major role in shaping human intelligence. Our remarkable adaptability, and our capacity for complex communication, all of which became the defining traits of our species. And let's not forget the coastline. The shores of southern Africa also became a cradle of early humanity. Some of the earliest evidence we have for seafood harvesting comes from caves along this coast. We found ancient shelters, and perhaps most movingly, some of the first examples of art in the form of ochre painting. This reveals that early humans were not just surviving. They were creating, expressing themselves, and forming a shared identity. They were becoming who we are today. Over immense spans of time, these early populations began to spread. They moved northward, eastward, and westward, carrying their genetic legacy and their cultural toolkit into new territories and facing new challenges. These smaller movements eventually gave rise to the Great Migrations that took humans out of Africa altogether and into the rest of the world, populating every corner of the globe. It's a powerful thought. When we look at the genetics of modern populations, whether from Asia, Europe, the Americas, or Australia, we find shared markers. And when we trace these markers back through time, they all lead back to the deep ancient lineages of southern Africa. This is scientific proof that no matter where our more recent ancestors traveled, or what diverse cultures they formed, our ultimate origins lie in the same ancient soil. We are all, in a very real sense, African. Today, the descendants of these ancient peoples, who carry these incredibly old lineages, remain. They are living reminders of humanity's earliest story, preserving traditions, knowledge, and memories that connect our fast-paced modern lives to our oldest ancestors. Their existence is a bridge to our own deep past, and the story is far from over. The genetic cradle of humanity in southern Africa continues to reveal new discoveries. Each new fossil, each new genetic analysis, reshapes our understanding of who we are and where we come from. It's a constant, humbling reminder that humanity is one single sprawling family with one deep root. A root grounded in the ancestors who walked the lands of southern Africa long before history was ever written. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into our shared paths, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.
Another chapter reclaimed, another piece of history placed back where it belongs. If you have found any meaning in this, let it sit with you. Let it sharpen your vision, not just for the past, but for who we are becoming. I'm OG Mooney, and this is AI Legacy Lab. Honoring truth, protecting legacy, one story at a time. Until next time, stay curious.